Hello, hello, everyone. How are you doing? DJ Ronald Smith here with you. This is a special show that we are doing, dealing with poetry. All you poets out there, and I know this is an impromptu show that we're doing, but hey, we could do that. So if you see me popping on, hey, how you doing? Whoever just tuned in, thank you so much. This is for all you poetry buffs out there, or spoken word and all of that. We want to thank you so much for joining us. My name is Ronald Smith, and I have a good friend, John, Mr. John Tuston, here with me today. All right, an awesome poet extraordinaire. How are you doing there, sir?
I'm doing fine, Ron. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Hey, it's good to be amongst the land of the living. And so, um, man,
Always.
yes, it is definitely. And so, man, we're going to be talking about your show. I mean, well, yeah, because I can see you having a show, and we want to talk about your poems that you do. And tell us before you even getting to talking about reciting one of your poems or reading one of your poems, what made you get into poetry?
I've I'm I'm what you call I'd like to refer to my poetry as conversational narrative
Okay.
poetry because it's basically me talking to my audience. I'm not
Hmm.
trying to tell anybody what to do. I
Hmm.
just look at different situations, and then those are the kind of things that I write. They could
Hmm.
be considered fictional or whatever. They're not always autobiographical.
Hmm.
So I got started. I got out of the. I was on going for a degree. I was going to community college, and one of the courses that they told me that I needed to take was a creative writing course.
Hmm.
And I
Okay.
went to the creative writing course, and our instructor, Mrs. Martin, had us doing poetry.
Okay.
And I just sort of liked it. And it was in the 80s. Yeah, that
Hmm.
was in the 80s. And rap music was just becoming popular.
Hmm.
So, as everybody else that was under the age of 30, I was trying to write my little rap lyrics. And I just started coming up with these poems. And she liked it. And I was thinking, wow, here's an older white lady, and
Hmm.
she's
Oh, okay. I think you froze up
and
on us.
when I would
Okay.
and when I would read things to other people, they would say, it's good.
Okay.
So, but I've never really thought about going into this professionally, anything. I just do it as an entertainment thing.
Okay, great. And real quick, tell us, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
I am 63.
Wow, man, you look great. I thought you was 43, man. So wow. Go ahead.
I wish.
63 years
I
old.
appreciate that.
Okay, wow. Well, hey, look, we want to hear one of your poems because you said they're like conversational narratives, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so yeah, we would like to hear one of these poems that you do. And those who are watching, if you would like to even comment and even talk with John concerning his poems, so we invite you to do that. Okay. So John, man, the floor is yours. We want you to go ahead on and read one of your poems, and then we'll definitely talk about it.
Okay. The first one I'm going to read is it's called Military Days. I tried to sort of sum up my military career.
Okay.
I was in the military several years ago. 7 years I served, a modern GI Joe. Volunteered to serve, ready to cross all borders. A motivated private, happy to follow orders. Dreaming of fighting in some foreign war, ended up working in a warehouse store. The
Mm.
military has strange ideas of what it calls fun. Getting up early for a 5 mile run, or marching with backpacks at Old Dark 30, returning returning late in the night tired, hot, and dirty, sleeping in rain in a small leaky tent, while a motel is near with rooms for rent. Discipline is tough, part of the daily grind, and it's 50 push-ups if you moan or whine. That's an order, Private, is all sergeants mutter. Ordering you around, they're worse than a mother. But I learned some good things like how to pray. The mess hall advised it when you took a tray. I shouldn't complain, there was plenty to eat. Use enough salt and pepper, and it all tasted like meat. I guess my major complaint, what really made me sour, was living in a barracks with one community shower. I'm all for team spirit, but where does it end? How about sharing soap and water with 50 nude men? What about those GI parties where you clean all night? Then inspections by a sergeant whose gloves are oh so white. You think your room is clean, is the cleanest on the camp, but your liberty's canceled. There's dust under a lamp. Then there's standard guard duty in the darkest of night, in some remote spot without a flashlight, guarding some stuff that no one could steal, like a plane with no engine or truck with no wheels. You're walking in circles just like a jerk without any bullets, so your gun wouldn't work. Our uniforms put me on the best dress list if you liked looking like a walking forest. I had some good times and also some gripes. Was it my fault they didn't trust me with stripes? My career in the service was not meant to be. Finally, I had enough of them and they had enough of me. I salute those who choose this for their careers. You deserve a pension if you can do 20 years.
Wow. Man, that was nice. That was nice. Or what do we, hey, snap your fingers there. Okay. Wow. Hey, first and foremost, thank you for your service to our country. We sure appreciate that, sir.
Thank you. I'll take credit for America being here because of my service.
That's right. Exactly. And the millions of others out there who may be watching too. Thank you also. Wow, man. So that was a great poem. Again, those who are watching, if you'd like to comment on there, what did you think about his poem there? What is the title of that poem there, John?
Military Days, DAZE.
Military Days. Wow, man. It definitely, as you were talking, I could envision, your journey going through there. And man, it's people could, well, I know I was living vicariously through what you were saying. So, wow, that is something. What, 20 years, in the military?
Oh, no, not me. I did something. I did something.
Okay.
Yeah, I did 2 enlistments, and I realized that the Marine Corps was not a career choice for me. I thought it was after I re-enlisted my first time, but, and believe me, I had a good time. My good days totally outnumbered my bad days, and it taught me a lot about being a man and also about, working within systems.
Gotcha.
Because the Marine Corps is a big organization, and it teaches you how to maneuver because they move you around a lot. So you get a lot of different leaders and adaptability. And I don't know how most civilians look at the military, but I was in a supply unit and it was mostly about supporting the frontline troops.
Awesome. Okay. Wow, man. Well, that was an awesome poem right there. Yeah, we definitely want to check out another one that you have. So, again, we're dealing with poetry and spoken word, and for all you aspiring poetry writers out there, this may be something for you. For you to come on here and even read your poems, because poetry is very important. It's an art form, and it's just pretty much is basically music, music without words. So,
I often think of the garrote, the GIROT that came out of the African community, the community historian. And I remember watching Roots and the guy would talk about, the history of the tribe, and I would always think, wow, that would be a cool thing to do.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
So I wrote this poem. It's called "Our History Is No Mystery."
All right, man. I like this. I like the title already.
African Americans helped build this nation. Now we are a vital part of its population. As slaves, we contributed blood, sweat, and tears. America reaped the benefits for hundreds of years. Enslaved by a country who fought a revolution and stated all men are created equal in its constitution. Many have struggled and died to plead our case for rights which didn't apply to the African race, inventing myths and lies as rationalization to deny our ancestors any education. Success, we weren't capable of intelligence, claiming we lacked even common sense. But we have fought hard and long to prove those lies and myths are wrong, fighting through much adversity while creating a wondrous history, proving ourselves equal to any man, making major contributions in this land. Scientists, inventors, mathematicians, teachers, lawyers, and politicians, entertainers, laborers, engineers, farmers, soldiers, and pioneers, planting seeds which took mighty roots, producing family trees bearing splendid fruits. The progress of our descendants will surely wither fast if our present generation is not taught about the past. Our history is no mystery. Make sure the truth is known. Our people came with nothing, and look how much we've grown. We must we have done much and come too far to ever stop. We must keep looking toward the future and aiming for the top.
Awesome. Awesome. Yes, man. Especially a timeless poem for Black History Month right there. Wow. And what was the name of that again?
Our history is no mystery.
Our history is no mystery. Wow. Awesome. Man, John, hey, you are very talented, and as far as an awesome writer, I mean, to come up with those words and to put those together, I mean, that speaks volume. And have you ever um done spoken word slams or so like that?
Yeah, I used to, before the pandemic, I attended poetry readings. I've never thought of myself as a spoken word artist because, and maybe this is just my opinion, spoken word artists for slam content, those are performances, and they call for memorization and all of that stuff. And like I said, I got started with this, back in the 80s and 90s, and when it was really just about the reading.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so, but I leave myself open to grow, and perhaps one day I will get into a real contest or real performance.
Awesome. Wow. Well, man, is there another poem that you have?
Man, I got, yes.
Okay. All right. Yes. Let's hear one more here.
Yeah, give me a subject. Give me a
Give me
subject that you think about and let me see if I have anything on that.
Man, oh man, that's a good one here. Well, that last one was perfect. I just give something simple concerning life, um, uh, values, or maybe even truths or so. I guess pretty much around the life, something concerning life. Kind of put me on the spot there.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay. This is something that I wrote lately.
Okay.
Because, and the reason I wrote this is because there is a large amount of Black history being revealed now from years of things that African Americans were doing all over this country, but we weren't connected. So we didn't know what people were going through in other places. So because of our society, we think that what's going on with us is what's going on everywhere. Or things that we didn't know, we tend to think that they didn't exist.
Gotcha.
But now with computers and the way technology and communication moves, people are waking up.
Correct.
And so I wrote a poem. It's called Woke.
Woke. Uh-oh, yes, because that is pretty well, that word is trending now. Woke.
Yeah. Okay. Now that I'm woke and awake. No, okay, let me start. Now that I'm woke and aware, I see racism everywhere. I just thought my life was cursed. It's apparent. The truth is worse. Right before my eyes, I never saw being black was against the law. America had set us up to fail, a lifetime of ignorance, poverty, and jail. Generations told equality. For generations, we're told equality comes with time. Protesting for us was viewed as a crime, divided by racial and financial segregation, and told it was all in our imagination. Our ancestors learned upon arrival. We had to work together for survival. Whites couldn't believe the advances we made. When they gave us lemons, we made lemonade.
Yeah. Very motivational right there. Oh, yes. Woke, right there. Hey, man, we might need to definitely talk about that even some more for sure. Wow. That was good, John. And it's something you just wrote recently, huh?
Yeah, recently.
Man, okay.
Wow. I mean, during this time, during this time in life, man, it's for me, because I was born in the 50s, the late 50s. So I would say that, my
blessings.
form, my form of, the America that I saw when I was growing up was early in my years. It was, during the strong civil rights movement.
Okay.
And, there was a lot of stuff going on, but I was young. So I guess I remember being in school when Kennedy was assassinated, and how I went to a black school, and the majority of teachers were white. And when Kennedy was assassinated, they had all of us place our chairs in the hallway as this big mourning thing. Now, most of the teachers were white. They're crying, and us black, and they got us black kids sitting in these chairs in the hallway, and it's about Kennedy being assassinated, and of course we don't know what that means, but we did get the feeling that we should be crying.
Okay.
And I remember sitting there, thinking, I'm not crying. I don't know, I don't know what they're talking about, But then later on, my parents explained, that he was one of the allies,
Right.
that with him, he was going to change the tone of America. Now, this is back in 62, 63. I couldn't have been any much more than, 6 or 7.
Gotcha. Okay, man. So a lot of your so you've written a lot of poems or so based upon that as well too, or you got inspiration from those type of events as well.
I try to get inspiration from everything that I do, everything that I see.
Gotcha.
I like to talk to young people, not to preach at them and tell them, that they're doing stuff wrong, but to, let them know that you can do stuff, you can achieve goals. We have a long history of achievers in our communities, and it comes with being open to look at different perspectives. You and I talk a lot about traditions and
Hmm.
why people believe what they believe, and sometimes why they won't let go of what they believe, whether it's facts or opinions. And in this life, we have to learn to maneuver this life.
That's good. That's good right there. Well, hey, look, we're gonna have to wrap it up here. Man, John, hey man, you have some awesome poetry there. And what's real quick, what you want to leave with the viewers or so that you want to help accomplish with your poetry out there? And what would you say to an aspiring poet or author out there who maybe just like you that want to get back out there and start speaking their poetry?
What I would say to anybody that's listening is we live in a world where the possibilities are endless. It's not
Mhm.
really about where you come from. If you think whether you had a blessed childhood or you had a terrible childhood,
Mhm.
this is the one life that we get. So you got to make the best of it. And that means that if you look at life as a game, then you've got to learn the rules to the game you play.
That's good.
Anytime that you join an organization, if you want to advance in that organization, you've got to learn how that works. Just like you have to learn how American society works. Where do you fit in? What can
Mhm.
you do? So I like to try to talk to people, and it's not just our youth, because I'm constantly learning. Just like I said, man, they got all of these documentaries out, and I'm watching these documentaries, and I'm trying not to be angry because
Mhm.
it's not. Some of it is terrible, but
Mhm.
it's just another example of what we've lived through, what we survived,
Mhm.
how even though those in power may not want to admit what they've done, we know what they've done, but we haven't let it stop us.
Right.
Which gives me pride knowing that wow, this is the blood that I come from. We are the blood of doers.
Right. I like that.
And I do have one more poem I'd like to read it if I can do that
Okay, real quick. Yep, go ahead.
real quick. It'll be real quick.
Yes,
Okay,
and
this is my advice to our youth. Push your body and mind to full capacity. You're powered by solar energy. Don't let others steal your happiness. Live by your own definition of success. Ask a question, then find the reason why. Try to find the reasons before you die. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Lessons are learned by chances you take. Live today like there's no tomorrow. No doubts, regret, tears, or sorrow. One day at a time is our gift today. Don't let these 24 hours waste away. Selfishly work making your dream come true, creating a destiny designed by you. Learn who you are, live your truth, build your future in your youth.
there it is. Yes, John, man, awesome. And what was that called again?
That's just my advice to our youth.
Advice to John's advice to the youth, man. Man, well, you definitely have a lot of great wisdom, and we're looking forward to hearing some more great things coming from you, and even more of your poem readings. Wow, and I take it that you also do even personalized poems as well. So, if
Yeah,
anybody's interested.
yeah, I do personalized poems
Mhm.
for people that I like.
Yeah. Well, hey, John
I,
did one for me, so hey,
I'm sort
man.
of a I'm sort of a people watcher,
Hmm.
so sometimes I'm just inspired by something that I see people do, and 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 this is my, I guess, people tell me this is my gift,
Yes.
and whether or not, again, it turns into a big financial boom or not, I enjoy doing it. That's why I do it, and hopefully, or maybe I'll hook up with somebody who can help me take it to another level. Somebody in the music makeover business. I don't know.
Hey, Jarvis Cooper says powerful. And
Hey,
hey,
thank you, Jarvis.
thank you so much, Jarvis, for joining us, and everyone else that has tuned in as well. Yes, we're going to be hearing a lot more from John and John Tutson's poems. So, man, thank you again, John, man, for those wonderful poems, and looking forward to hear some more great things from you. And again, thank you all those who tuned in to poetry here. This is Poetry Spoken Word, and you all have a great day out there, and we look forward to coming again with some more poems. All right.
Well, thank
John,
you for the
thank you so much.
opportunity, Ron.
Hey, no problem. All right. And hey, real quick, where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Chicago.
All right, Chicago's in the house. Okay, awesome. All right, man. Well, hey, again, if you Chicago wins out there, hey, you all have some great talent coming out of Chicago. So, all right, hey, will you all, hey, John, stay on the line, and we'll be talking with you soon here. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you again. All right.